I used to carry my gun all the time when I went to church. You know, carrying a fire, if we have police officers standing in front of churches, then we can't say it's wrong for a police officer who's off duty to be inside churches with a gun. The first thing we do when we have a shooting of this nature, we deploy police officers to be outside. We have police officers in just about every synagogue I passed by today. There was a police officer's car out front. So if we're saying it's all right for a police officer to park out front to protect the people inside, then it does not seem unreasonable for off-duty police officers who go to their synagogue to worship to also protect the people inside. These are the same police officers, just one happens to be on duty, one happens to be off duty. That's a perfect match to protect people that are harmed. I read the numbers. Not only are the synagogue, but our churches are being attacked, our Muslim Sikh temples are being attacked. We have to live in this real universe that we're in. And if we have officers who are trained on how to respond to emergencies, how to move people to safely, how to properly use a firearm, if they're leaving those firearms home, I am now saying to them, stop leaving your firearm homes. Do as I do. Bring your firearm to church. We have to re-examine how we utilize the internet, Facebook, Instagram, other accounts. That must start becoming part of the handgun application process. We cannot have a person get a handgun carry permit in this state and they have hatred on their social media platform. So by allowing the process, the New York City Police Department should utilize, and the state apparatus should utilize a review of a social media account to make a determination if a person is mentally, emotionally, or should they be in possession of a handgun. Right now, that is not done at all. No one is examining that, and I'm going to reach out to my state electeds to ensure that we introduce that. New York State must lead from the front, not from the rear. Where right now, the New York City Police Department for the city, the police department has a background check to determine if a person should carry a gun. The state has a different apparatus in place to determine if a person should be able to carry a gun or to purchase a gun. I want on both the city and the state level, as well as Long Island and our northern counties, to factor in a person's social media profile. That as the application is put in place, we want that profile to be examined, that is there anything on their social media profile that would determine if they are emotionally unstable, that they can't carry a gun. We can't interview psychiatrists, but many of these people are so dysfunctional that they are putting on their social media exactly what their thoughts are. And if you are in any way talking about hatred, if you are in any way talking about harming someone, you should be disqualified based on the comments you make on your social media profile.
Farrakhan used hateful speech last week on Twitter, calling Jews termites. Why isn't Twitter banning that straight-out hate speech?
And we should. There's a lot of conversation and arguments about the right of speech. I believe that we should. I believe that we should also monitor social media sites to look for buzz terminologies, that we can start doing preliminary investigations to determine. We have to start cross-collaborating, that if a person is using certain terminology on their sites, that should be enough to prevent them from being able to carry or to purchase some form of firearm.